Being alert and aware is how sports people avoid injuries. Now, in comparison, working in an office is relatively safe, so no dangers here then. But would it surprise you that over 2,500 people were injured in just the finance and business industries alone in 2006 to 2007? So what are the main dangers when working in offices? Most major injuries in offices that require more than 3 days sick leave are due to slips and trips or manual handling. Good office safety is often about good housekeeping. If during your work you come across any slip or trip hazard, then ideally you should always attempt to remedy it yourself straight away. But if this is not possible, report the problem to your line manager. Typically, slip or trip hazards are due to the conditions of the floors, to poor lighting, or to untidiness. Many people suffer back problems during the course of their working life, and it's known that 70% of the population have suffered or are still suffering from back problems by the time they retire. It's important, therefore, to do all you can to reduce the possibility of back injury. One of the biggest dangers present in any building is the risk of fire. Fire requires 3 elements to exist: material to ignite, a means of ignition, and the presence of oxygen. The water is poured onto a pan of hot cooking oil. Extinguishers are identified by different coloured labels. Water extinguishers are red and can be used on solid materials like wood, paper and organic materials. COSH, or the Control of Substances Hazardous to Health Regulations, make sure the risks from hazardous substances are properly controlled. As far as offices are concerned, hazardous substances are those with a warning label. If your job requires you to work at a computer terminal for more than half of your total working hours, you may be exposed to muscle and skeletal injuries in your hands, wrists and arms. Personal safety at work is something that affects all of us, especially if you are a single or remote worker or if you work after normal hours. The potential for risk from aggression, violence or terrorism is a very real danger that we should all be constantly aware of. Think about or have planned an exit strategy. An exit strategy is a way of removing yourself from a situation, either to obtain help or to provide time to allow things to cool down.